Fine. Hi, it's Sin. Welcome to the Pre-Patch Podcast. You maybe want to check out the patch notes since you guys aren't here live watching it, or I don't know, downloading our stuff or listening to us everywhere. I mean, one of the best podcasts on the freaking internet, for God's sake. Is that good? Okay, good. I'm going home.
Yeah, man. So I've been jamming the Dead Island 2. I played it only a little bit here on stream since it came out, and other than that, like through my days I actually have off from work because been a busy beaver. I've actually just been enjoying the game off stream a lot. It is such a love child of Dead Island 1. It is incredible. My biggest thing is like, and I don't understand it, and I mean this in a good way. It's like no time has passed since releasing Dead Island 1 and the announcement of Dead Island 2. It's like it feels just like Dead Island 1 did, but in a new environment and an updated feel still. So you still have all the new shit, you know, but it just feels the same. And that's great. I love it. It is honestly all I wanted from this game. I didn't want it to be, you know, a groundbreaking new features, new this, new that, everything. I just wanted it to be Dead Island still and have that feel. And it does. It dishes out with that. It's still got like the cheesy comedy that Dead Island 1 thrived on. It's still got the hack and slash, and even better in this one. Like the gore in this game and the zombie slaying is top notch. Like it.
Well, they got
that
new system that they added in that
it's
like
the new gore system.
Yeah, it's like procedurally generated like gore.
Oh, it's brutal, man. I love it. Oh man. In this video here, I was playing with Sin. And the co-op experience it's pretty fluid. Like for launch day co-op goes nowadays, like it works pretty fluidly. I don't know necessarily how the save function works. I think we were playing on his world, so I think from what I played, I think what I played on his world corresponded with the missions in my own. So I think it's character based, you know, it's not like world save based. And everything's shared. It's not like instance, like, you know, whatever he opens, I can also open, you know, so it's shared loot. No, that would be instanced loot. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah. So like each person has their own instance loot.
Okay.
But yeah, man, it's honestly a really good time. I'm enjoying it. I'm not like super far into it because the way I played these games is like I just run around killing everything, looking in every nook and cranny, going for all like the secret chests and whatnot. But it's a lot of fun.
So let me just get it straight again. So when you open a chest, the loot inside that chest is instanced for you, yes?
For me, yes, and then he can also go and open that chest.
I was confused. Like I was like, wait, what? So when you open a chest, like it's first come first fucking serve.
No. It's instance per instance. So like he can also open that chest then and get
that makes a little bit more sense.
And it's randomized too, so it's not like y'all are getting the same stuff or whatever. But it's really good, man. You know what they still have the durability system that the old one did, but I think it's better, at least in a little bit in this one, because you can actually repair your items now for a cost, and it's fairly cheap. It's not too expensive.
Couldn't you repair your items in Dead Island, the first one? It's just like you can only repair them like a certain amount of times. Or am I thinking of?
I believe that was Dying Light.
I might be thinking of Dying Light. Yeah, that might be it.
I believe that was Dying Light. The weapons also have great modding capabilities. You know, like you can turn a katana into an electrified katana, or I had these like Wolverine claws that I turned into like fiery Wolverine claws. They've got a wide variety of weapons. I'm a big fan of like the heavy hitters, like the sledgehammers and the I found a bow staff. That thing is awesome, man. I'm just like
staff.
Yeah, it's a bow staff. Dude.
Interesting.
It's awesome, man. I put like heavy weights on the end of it, so it like stuns zombies, and after I stun them, I hit them again. They go flying.
So basically, you're saying you found a dumbbell, is what you're telling.
kinda.
So what I'm kind of gathering is it's kind of has like that Borderlands style looting system.
Yeah, definitely kind of like that Borderlands style looting. Especially like the newest one, Tiny Tina's Wonderland. It feels like.
Yeah. So if you were to pick up something that would be better for your co-op partner's build, then you can always drop that for them. They wouldn't be able to see it immediately to like steal it from you, but you can like compare. Oh, I got this out of this box. Well, I got this. Well, here, trades these.
Exactly. Yeah. That exactly. So it's really cool. And I was on a train of thought. There.
I like the card system. That was one thing that I was very
card
very
system's
interested in.
nice. And it's not overly complicated.
That's what I was going to ask is how like complicated is it? How customizable is it? Everything like that. Like that was the biggest thing that I was curious about was like just how deep into like character customization you could go because like obviously
deep, bro.
It's not that deep, bro. Because obviously you have like I think you have like what 4 characters that you can play in total right now or 4 or 5.
I think I thought it was 6.
Like slots.
Is it 6?
I think it's. I think
6 characters total.
I think it is 6.
Okay. Well, you've got
have 1 at the moment though.
You got however many characters you can play, but like from what they were saying in the IGN preview that we had a few months back, right? They were saying that like each character has like its set skills, but like depending on like what weapons you use and what cards you use, you can completely change how your character plays essentially.
Yeah.
So
I think like it is true. That is true. But I feel like it's not that big of an impact so far from what I've seen.
Gotcha.
The card system is not overly complicated, but with
was that guy dumpster diving?
Yeah, there's zombies that dig in the dumpsters.
What?
I know it's weird, man. It's LA, man. They're just reliving their past.
I guess
that's not actually a zombie. That's just your old California crackhead.
Shoot. What I was saying though is, like with it being not like super overly complicated, like it also is semi like simplistic. So like you can't go into like huge theory crafting builds, but it still gives you enough variety like to change it up. Like I can still have like a build where I have this like ability to like smash the ground and send zombies like flying back in all directions, or I can go like the build where I can like kick them through the air and like dive kick them or kind of stuff like that. There's more like agility type builds and more like blunt force, like which I think Dead Island had like that too, but it was more per character. Now you like you said, you can at least
Dead Island didn't have any customization.
It was a skill tree,
yeah. It was a skill tree per character. Yeah, exactly. So you can at least change it up per character now in this one, which is nice.
Now, one question I got is how is there a severe detriment to playing as one character over the other? Because I wasn't sure if there's like abilities per character, and I also know from what I have seen that some characters are just blatantly better than others, and there's actually a few that are kind of stinkers, based on kit specifically. But how much does that actually impact?
Hard for me to totally answer because I've only played so far one character, which is like this Irish badass girl, who's like a heavy hitter. I know Sin's playing like this firefighter dude that like can go for like more strength builds, like health, like almost tanky build.
Gotcha. The character I've heard is kind of bad is the one that's based on like throwing weapons and stuff.
Maybe, yeah, because I don't find myself throwing weapons too much. I feel like it doesn't do too much, so that could be the case. But I don't know. From what I can tell, at least, like everyone seems somewhat balanced. I feel like it comes down to more like your weapon builds and stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I don't know.
So Sin's saying there's 1 or 2 characters that are a little better than the overall arcing like everybody else, but it's really based off of like what cards you get and what cards you use.
Yeah, that too. So yeah, I would say it's fairly balanced, other than like we said, that just those couple characters.
Again, with dumpster diving fucking zombies. Apparently, that's a thing in LA.
The last thing I wanted to hit on though was just in general, like LA and the environment and world environment is top notch, honestly. Like
it looks realistic. It looks like what LA is right now.
Exactly. I've only explored so far like the few areas being the upper hills, and then like this hotel, and I just got into the Hollywood Hills now. And it's honestly awesome. I crossed into like through this like streamer's house, like legit like online like influencer house. Okay, yeah, it was like one of those I don't know what they're called, but like TikTok has them, like their influencer houses, like full of like different influencers, and it was like a hype house or something. And there you go through all the rooms. There are like one's like this like really like prissy like girl. You find her audio tape, and she's got a little yapping dog in the background. This other one's just like Chad Bros, like macho bodybuilder type dude. And then there's another room where it's like these podcasting bros. I was like, yo, this is our room.
That's gonna be us. That's good. We're gonna be the podcasting dudes in the in
the apocalyptic of LA.
Oh, okay. I guess apparently you just electrocuted yourself to death.
Oh, I picked up an exploding car battery that I threw. Yeah. I totally.
It's difficult.
No, I mean it's difficult if you go out of your recommended area. You know, like if you go to like a higher level area, you'll get pretty easily one shot by the zombies, even if they're like normal zombies. I think that's just to prevent, you know, any sort of like skips and, you know, what, like, I don't know, stuff like that. I think they still want to have somewhat of a direction of the game. So to say not to say that you couldn't do it, it would just be more difficult. But just generally playing through the game it's pretty easy going.
Bill's already like fucking gonna go in there naked, fucking no leveling runs. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
So my question is, so the storyline when it comes down to like actually getting the story, I know you mentioned that you can find like recordings. Is the story actually like fully like voice acted with like actual characters, or is it more like 76 where like you find recordings and that's how you
no it's fully voice act. You have like a group of characters that you're trying to like almost right now. Oh, I know, so it's not even spoilers, it's like beginning of the game stuff, is like that you're just trying to find like a way to evac and like find a cure because you're one of the immune people who are immune, just like Dead Island 1 there was a guy who was immune that you played as. So this one, all your co-survivors or whatever, they're fully voice act, and you're going through this story with them, you know, trying to help them evac and whatnot. So yeah, gotcha. It's pretty. It's nothing crazy. It's not like a huge great story, but I don't think that's what the game is meant to like thrive on. You know, it's always good to have.
So it's about the smashing the zombies. Like let's
exactly,
be real.
Man.
You don't play these games for the fucking story. You play them to dick around and kill zombies.
Yeah.
Which I think is the big differentiator between something like this and say your Dying Lights, where Dying Light is very much based around that story.
Yeah.
Very
definitely.
Similar in concept with like open world running around smashing zombies and stuff, but it gives you the reason where both of these can exist. Do you think that's if Dying Light 3 were to come out anytime soon, it could be like, do you think there's a competition factor there, or do you think there is enough differentiating between the two franchises that it really doesn't matter?
I think there's enough to differentiate it. But I think Dying Light is trying to like compete. I don't think Dead Island's trying to compete. I think Dying Light is, though, because as soon as Dead Island 2 launched, they I don't know if y'all saw, but they updated and launched their new gore update, and they updated all of their gore, made it like 10 times gorier. I'm like, this just like screams like they're trying to compete with Dead Island's 2 flesh system.
Yeah.
So I think honestly, I think Dying Light's trying to compete, but I don't think Dead Island has any cares in the world.
I think
Dying Light 2 wasn't super well received.
It wasn't, so
yeah, I think Dying Light's been trying to compete for a long time, and it's just not. I mean, it's a good game. Like, don't get me wrong.
Dying Light 1
was phenomenal, especially after the DLC. But Dying Light 2 was a big step back in a lot of ways.
For sure.
Yeah, agree. Yeah.
Is this
see, this isn't a step back. This seems amazing.
It is.
If you like that kind of thing.
Is this do you think it's worth the money? Because this is a $70 game, right?
It is. Shoot, I bought it. I don't even remember. No, I think it's a $60 game.
Is it? Nice.
Let me go to Epic and make sure.
That's the only problem. It is fucking Epic, bro. God damn it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about that. It Sin is saying that it is 70. So.
Oh, it is 70. Okay.
I'm saying it's $59.99 here.
Did Sin buy the big boy edition? That wouldn't surprise me.
He did buy the big boy.
There you go.
I think it's 60. It's 60.
It's 60. Okay, for the base.
$59.99, 60. Yeah.
Okay.
but not for Sin.
That's actually surprising considering how many games are coming out at $70 right now. We'll talk about another one here in a second. Not worth it.
Real quick, Sin's. I want to give Sin's thoughts on Dead Island 2, just since we're talking about it. Sin is saying, it's a fun game, great throwback feeling to the first game, just expanded on, like I started out with. It feels just like Dead Island 1. Amazing. That's the best thing to me. And the dialogue is a little rough, cringy at times. Can agree. I think it's intended, but I can definitely agree. It's not like Forspoken cringy. It's just like LA cringy. Like
don't say it, bro. You'll unlock the mirth.
sorry, Bill.
It's all good.
But I think it's just like that LA cringe. Like when you talk to like a dude from LA, they're all like,
especially
especially
since like you're running into like content creator houses and shit like that. I think it's supposed to be like a meme.
Intentional.
The difference in the cringe is the set piece itself. It's not taking itself seriously
supposed to
with
be
the cringy dialogue.
For sure.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's what Sin's thoughts. Sin's thoughts.
I think I just
had a stroke. Sin's thoughts on the games were, so yeah, I'm loving it.
That's good.
It's good.
Hell yeah.
I will pick it up when it goes on sale for $30 on Steam in a year. So
yes, for sure, man. And we'll play it then. It'll be just as fun.
It'll be just as fun, baby. Yeah. So that's
last question. Do you see yourself finishing it? Is it one of those things that you think you're gonna burn out before you actually get through whatever the game is? And do you think you're gonna be missing out if you don't finish it?
Yeah, but that's personal.
Okay.
I don't finish a lot of things and I miss out and I still don't go back.
To be completely honest, I don't think that I ever finished the first Dead Island, honestly. Like I think I got close.
Think I did either. I know,
but I don't think I ever finished it, and I don't think I ever finished its DLC either.
I know. I don't know if I did either. But I do see myself finishing this one because it is like I don't think it's that long of a game compared to like Hogwarts Legacy. Or like other, recent single player games. I think it's got a decent like playtime, something that I can actually finish and enjoy fully without getting burnt out.
Still going out there and saying nobody I know has finished Hogwarts Legacy yet.
Exactly.
I think that there was a thing. It was like 20% of people have actually finished Hogwarts Legacy and gotten the end achievement so far.
Wow, that's funny.
Wild.
So, but honestly, like that's a staple for single player game. Like I don't think that a lot of people finish single player games, if I'm being
especially open
honest.
World.
Recent
open world.
I mean, yeah, like you make sure that you push forward, but like normal people that are just.
I beat him like 5 more times because I played the same 3.
People that aren't wanting to do like fucking masochistic naked level 1 runs aren't gonna fucking finish it, obviously, but. But yeah, no, like normal people when it comes down to, I should say normal people. Most
what do
gamers.
You really think of me, Enigma? Tell me what you really think.
You're above and beyond, bro. You're a Chad, man. No, but yeah, I think that like the basics, the basic gamer isn't going to finish most single player games these days. It in conjunction to what we used to do, where like we were playing Banjo-Kazooie for like 5.5 months straight trying to beat that bitch.
Like Sly Cooper.
Yeah. Like I just don't think that a lot of people finish single player games anymore. Yeah, it's just not something that happens. So,
Agreed.
But yeah. So that's Dead Island 2. If you guys are interested in it, I think it's $60 over on Epic. You can't get it on Steam because they're a bunch of bitches. In a year, you will, but we'll reconvene then because I'll be able to play it. So.
Why do I have to say goodbye to him? I already say goodbye to him during the show. Yeah, I don't. When we do this live, I say goodbye. Okay, well, fine. Hey, guys, for all you people that are not tuning into us live when we do this on YouTube, and I guess not listening to us on Spotify, right? Like you can get us on Spotify. Oh my God. Okay, hey, thanks guys. This is Sin. Thanks for tuning into the show. We'll catch you whenever we catch you because you're not there live.